I gradually became aware that I was awake again, sadly. I enjoyed those fleeting moments of unconscious sleep where the minutes and hours slowly drifted away, and then picked up speed again until you were redlining it in fifth gear. Then blam! Awake again. Who knows how much later? 15 minutes or 10 hours? Time used to be relative. What I really liked about sleeping was that if I was lucky, I could dream. During the time where my body simply was, my mind could weave a beautiful tapestry where I wasn't bound by the laws of physics. I could run and jump, socialize with others, and even eat food again. I miss food a lot. When I was stuck being what I call awake, physically I could do nothing. I don't mean that I had nothing to do, but that I couldn't move a muscle. I wasn't paralyzed. I mean, even a quadriplegic can blink and move their eyes around. At least they can breathe and have a heartbeat. That is one thing I would change if I could go back. I would change a lot of things if I could go back, but if anything, I would have worn a digital watch that displayed the time and the day of the week. If I could find one that showed the month too, I would drain every penny in my checking account and take out a bank loan just to own one. Ideally, I would change other things first, though. I would have worn a helmet when I got onto my motorcycle. I would have looked both ways before I pulled out in front of that oil truck. I would have also maybe gotten one of those blood donor cards for my wallet, and then the paramedics would have known what my blood type was. So, yeah, mistakes were made that day, but if I couldn't change the outcome, I at least would have worn a different watch. I don't recall much after the impact. I remember a fire truck, some paramedics, but it gets fuzzy. I do clearly remember the medic telling the doctor I was a motorcyclist with no helmet involved in a side impact collision with a larger vehicle. Side impact, my butt. When an oil truck T-bones a bike in a 55, the truck just turns your butt over. The doctor just shook his head and mumbled that us bikers were just organ donors anyway. I probably would have been one too if my insides weren't gelatin. There was a funeral. Somehow it was open casket and I got to see who came. And who didn't. Who cried and who just looked at me and shook their head. As much as I tried though, I couldn't move. I couldn't blink. All I could do was just be there with some vague consciousness that I was there and what was around me. Sadly, those were the good times. Things only got worse from there. My casket was closed and I never saw light again. I heard the thud of dirt as they covered my casket, and then I was completely alone, with nothing but the soft, rhythmic ticking of my wristwatch. Just me, my thoughts, and my wristwatch. I don't know how long I've been down here in this hole, but I really wish I had worn a different watch. Hey y'all, I hope you enjoyed this story. If you did, why not hit the like button? Or better yet, press the big red subscribe button to keep coming back for more. And I'll see you around the campfire.